Hello everyone, Warrior Angel here, and welcome back to the Eastern Roman Empire campaign for Total War Attila. We're going to be continuing where we left off last time with the siege defense at Gamma, where the odds are stacked against us. We're outnumbered nearly 3-1, but I'm confident we can kill a lot of the enemy and make sure that when my reinforcement army comes in, we can kill off the survivors. So we're going to be fighting this on the ground itself. I just need to make sure that my onager is selected, and let's get going straight into the battle. So like I said, the plan is just to try and kill as much of the enemy as possible. Hopefully the fact that this is a siege defense should allow me to do that. Although, looking at the army's composition here, they have a lot of cavalry units. They've only got these 3 infantry units, not including the onager crew, which is some crappy spearmen, some defectors, and some slingers. But you know what? We might have a chance, actually. Like, I got a spear unit here that would be perfect to take out these cavalry units, especially if it's reinforced with the Legio. The Legio should be on equal footing then to the defectors here, and be able to wipe out these spearmen pretty easily. The slingers, as long as we stay in a testudo formation, we should be okay against the slingers, and I can always use my equites to outflank the enemy. The only annoying thing is that because the enemy's got the onager, what normally happens in Attila, in my experience, is the enemy army is just going to sit back and wait for the onager ammo to run out. So we're going to be here a little while as we're waiting for them to basically use up all their ammo before the assault. So, let me just see. The enemy is all deployed up here. It's going to be a straightforward engagement. They're going to be attacking, probably attack the gate, and either knock down one of the towers or try and make a hole in the wall so they can outflank me. That's okay, we can manage that. So what we're going to do, we're going to have my Warriors of Christ. My spearmen are going to deploy just here. We can move them straight in then to block off the main entranceway when there's an assault. Likewise, we're going to put my Legio just over here. Now, what I can do with these guys then is one of two things. I can either use them to try and outflank the enemy if they make an extra hole, or I can just put them up onto the wall here and let them use their spears in order to try and do some damage as the enemy runs in. So we'll see about doing that. My equites, I'm going to deploy by this gate. So my reason is that I can bring them out and actually try and outflank the enemy. The plan is to try and get them really engaged around the gatehouse. If I can deploy here, and I'm lucky that the enemy doesn't sort of put a hole in the wall, we should hopefully be able to make the engagement along this gate bit here. So we may lose the towers because of them capturing it, because of the amount of force they have, but we should be okay nevertheless. What we're going to do as well, we're going to put the barricade just here. Not that it's going to do much. I expect all the fighting to happen by the gatehouse, but at least they'll be able to make it so if they want to come, they're going to have to fight their way through this way and take some more damage. So we'll wait and see. But I think that is everything. I'm pretty happy with the onager's position just here. We can't really move it elsewhere along here. Could probably move it there, but it's not going to make much difference. Yeah, it's not going to make much difference. Okay, so we can start things off. So we can have some fun. I'm going to actually have some fun with the onager crew myself. Let me see. It looks like... Do you mind? I'm trying to shoot with you. Okay, it looks like we could actually try and aim for that unit of Legio and try and kill off a few of them. So if we're lucky, we can either hit the Legio or we overshoot and end up hitting a few of the slingers. Like that. So we can just focus on this. This allows me to cheat a little bit, because when you're doing it manually like this, your catapults reload so much more quickly. There we go, lovely. So like now, I can shoot, let it go, and already we're reloaded now before it has even landed. So it's a handy way to really just cause a lot of casualties quickly, but I have to make sure we hit them. Killed one man out of that. One man. Okay, shift you a little bit more to this way. Okay, we need to go a little bit further back now.
Dark tidings! Enemy forces have destroyed. A unit has fired all of its ammunition.
Okay, so the gatehouse has been destroyed. We've now just used about the last bit of ammo, and there's a beautiful shot right in the middle of the unit. Not that it's killed that many, but every little bit of casualty is going to help. So now let's move over to our infantry. And my Legio have been spotted already. So, quite a bit surprisingly. So what they're doing, they've knocked down the gatehouse and the gate itself. So what they're going to... So it looks like now they're going to be either focusing on this wall, or they're going to be focusing on the tower. So what I'm going to have to do, if they knock that wall down, I'm going to have to hold that breach with my Legio, while my Lancers... my Lancesavi... Oh, my Spearmen. I'm terrible trying to remember names. Lancesavi is Sonores, right? These guys will hold the gate itself, and the Legio will hold the breach. We can use the Equites then once the enemy's used up all of their ammunition and that to try and sneak in from the rear and do some damage. Let me just check out the army's composition so we can see what they've got. We've got Desert Warlord. That's okay. We can deal with them with our Spearmen. These guys are pretty crappy. They got excellent armor though, so that's something. These guys are reasonably good, especially against cavalry, so keep my Equites over there. Got Garamantian Lancers. If I can hold that charge bonus, we'll do pretty well against these. Slingers I'm not worried about. What have they got here? Desert Mounted Javelin. They got poor armor, and they got 13 bits of ammo. The thing that's worrying about... Can I... How's my Equites like in comparison? My Equites are exactly the same fighting ability as these. The only difference is they both got missile weapons, but this one happens to have poor armor, so we could possibly use that to my advantage.
The tower is nothing but ash now.
Okay, tower's been destroyed. Right. Yeah, 15 armor. But I've only got 18 armor, so it's not that big a deal. So I can't really use my Equites to like destroy these skirmishing units. So I'm going to have to rely on the fact that there are horse units and just get my troops basically to fight them in melee. I'll have to wait for them to get involved and then go from there then. Right. How much ammo? You're about... Okay, so the enemy army's about to start moving. Okay, so what we'll do, we're going to pull the army here. Put the unit just across here. And put these guys straight into stationary Testudo. Okay, you guys, what we're going to do with you, we're going to put you guys up on the walls here first of all. It looks like the Onager is not going to be able to destroy any of the walls, so that's something. We don't have to worry about being outflanked by a breach. But if we can get my troops into position at least, we can cause some casualties then against the unit coming this way. Let's put you guys into Testudo. At least we still got one of the towers, although given the fact that there's a lot of enemies headed our way, I don't think that we're going to be able to hold the tower too long, because once this capture point is captured, that tower gets destroyed automatically, which is quite annoying. But at least we can cause some casualties in the meantime. These guys are going to get into position. Their target is just to try and kill as much of the enemy with their javelins as possible before we can move them back and then ready to sort of outflank the enemy if at all possible. So hopefully we can cause some damage now to this unit of defectors. Doesn't look like they actually did much though. Yeah, not a single casualty caused by that. Okay, we killed a couple more. Come on, use the last bit of the ammo. Kill off someone. Anyone.
They are trying to take out our general. Defend him.
Okay, I might as well just keep them up there. They are taking some damage, but hopefully they'll get some protection as well from the
walls are under
walls.
attack.
Right, here they come. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull these guys, let's pull them around to this flank, in fact. Go this way, go around this way of the gates, thank you. And just like that, I've captured the gates, I've now lost the tower. Damn it. Okay, we're gonna have to... They're pushing straight through, so tell you what guys, just charge straight into the side here. And just like that, we managed to get them retreating already. We already lost quite a few men from that unit though, that was quite surprising. But there's not much I can actually do. These guys are gonna be able to deal with any of my Equites if I bring them around, so I don't particularly want to try and get them going again. What I could do is bring my Equites back here temporarily and just use them to try and wipe out some of the enemy's units if they try coming in. In fact, we could bring them around here and be prepared to flank them a bit. So if my equites make their way over to this way. Already we've got one unit routed, another one's shattered, another one's a routing. Excellent news. Can I get my towers? Can I... No. I wish you... It's a shame you can't tell your towers to aim for particular units. So it's like I could have got my towers to try and aim for these, you know, skirmishing camp out here rather than try and aim for that one going on in the center. But okay, we got another unit that's picking a shatter. Excellent. Well, he's routed. Okay, no. You guys, when you're out here.
Their unit has rallied.
Okay, over here, over here. Right, let's get you lined up here. Not that I expect him to do much damage, but maybe we can hit him with a couple of javelins. Can we do that at least? Okay, they're coming back for it again. Well, we're not taking any damage from our own troops, so that's something. But we are causing casualties to the troops in the center. They are starting to waver bits and pieces. Right, we're taking hits from somewhere though. Okay, the skirmishing cav now have used up all their ammo. Excellent. So where's the nearest gate? I can try and use this now to my advantage. Let's get you guys coming up this way. Oops. Nope, continue. Okay. And then we'll bring you out from here then. What I can try and do with this unit now is basically outflank them and attack this entire group of enemies from the rear. Hopefully we can kill off a lot of them then in one go. I just need my troops to hold out in the meantime. So these guys are fine. You're still into Testudo, which is giving you an advantage against cavalry. So we're causing casualties. They are starting to waver in that as well, which is fantastic. The general is still in the back here. And he's taken a few hits, but otherwise he's still going okay. Oh crap, no, wrong unit. Crap. I thought I had my equites still picked. Damn it. Okay, no, come out here, come out this way. Right. So now I've moved them out of the studio now. Crap, they're now going to be taking more casualties and damage because of this. Oh, bloody hell. Didn't you hate it when things like that happen in a battle, when you're trying to do something and you realise that just because you've accidentally slipped up, all of a sudden like it's going to go to pot? I can see it kind of happening now. Okay, enemy general is dead.
A lethal blow.
Right. If I can bring my cavalry now in order to try and take out this unit from the rear, hopefully then the fact that the enemy's thing then is going to cause them all to rout. In fact, they're all shattering now. So if I can get my equites here in time, we should be able to do a lot of damage to them. Okay, so you guys need to all charge down here. Equites, just come in.
The day is yours.
I don't know how much cavalry we're going to be able to kill here, but I would like to try and at least wipe some of them out. Alright. You guys can charge down here. Likewise, you guys, see if you can come after these. Fast forward a little bit. Fast forwarding for me doesn't do that much. Like, you know, according to this, this thing is taking a quarter of an hour. Yet according to this, it's only been about 10 minutes. I look forward to when I do eventually upgrade the computer. I'm thinking about getting one of those second-hand ones you can find on, like, someone selling it second-hand, because they normally are quite powerful and a good deal compared to spending over £1,000 on it. I just need to work a little bit more, get some more cash going, you know? Okay, you guys go after these dead spearmen because I think we've killed a lot of those. Hurlers I'm not too fussed about. The defectors are the main ones and the Onager crew. If I can kill those off, then I'll be pretty happy. In fact, yeah, desert spears I'm not too concerned about. Head over this way. I was gonna... nah, I'm already gonna lose those. The enemy's gonna keep that unit. Gonna keep that unit, I presume. They'll stick around, that's annoying. Okay, you guys can finish them off. Tell you what, actually. Come after the Onager crew first of all. Because if they haven't got the archer crew, and then if they do survive and my army isn't in a position to wipe them out, then I'm going to have to, they get to build siege equipment to actually attack, rather than just assault like they did this turn, thanks to the onagers. Okay, that's them done. Let's go after these now. I think we've managed to kill all the defectors at least. I can't see them running around anywhere. Oh, here they are, 6 men. Ah, that's low enough. But actually that battle went really well in our favour. I can't believe I accidentally moved these. I took more casualties because of it. But we managed to kill the enemy general, managed to do quite well against them. Thanks to the fact that they have a mainly, cavalry-based thing, and they weren't able to outflank me, so I was able to focus all my attention on that small little entranceway for the gatehouse. So, yeah. There's still going to be a few survivors, but my army should be in a position to wipe them out in my next turn, so we'll make sure to do that. Down we go. Okay, so anyway, let's just end the battle here. Heroic victory, that's what I like to hear. We lost 92 men, and the enemy lost 613. Okay, looking at this, they're going to lose this unit, they've lost their infantry, and the onager crew. I think they may have lost their lancers, and if they're lucky they may keep the 2 melee cav, the thing beginning with A, and they're definitely going to have the 2 skirmishing cav. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to take on the warriors so we can build up our garrison a bit better. They're going to take attrition as well, which is great news. And we should be in a position to wipe them out next turn. Oh, the Caledonians have been defeated. They're fallen. We lost 6 men, 8 men there. We lost that. Media Atropatene is about to rebel. That's annoying. Okay, well, let's see what we can do about that. Okay, first of all, since we're here, can you just about reach? You can just about reach them to wipe out this rebel army. Fantastic.
March.
Ah, oh, sods. I'll tell you what. I'm just going to be sneaky here, actually. Oh no, can I? No, I can't build. No, I can't build a general just right here to go out and attack these straight away. That would have been annoying. That would have been funny. But I can't do that. And we can't attack them. Okay. Alright. Let's repair. Alright. Religious differences are still the main problem in this province. But it is going up. It's amazing how high it is, though, because the fact that we are 50% Christian, and it is going up, so it's annoying me how it's still staying that high, despite everything. Okay, food situation is okay at least. You're deployed here, so hopefully you can sort things out a little bit better. Okay, but we can wipe them out next turn. Next bit of news, we need to go over to Media Atropatene in order to find out what's going on over here. Where is Media Atropatene? It is one of these regions, isn't it? Orson. It had that funny name. Here it is. Ekbatana, that was the one I was thinking of. Okay. So yeah, we're about to rebel. We need to sort that out. Okay, what we're going to do is this, I think. First of all, I'm going to start demolishing this building. We don't need the carpenter workshop anymore. For that, then we can actually get either a church building or the capital building going then, so we can actually get a bit more thing. In fact, what we can do, we can start dismantling this one as well. And then I can swap these over for religious buildings and for the capital building. We'll keep the library going because that's going to be more useful. And we can actually see about demolishing this as well, because let's face it, we're going to have a rebellion happening next turn, so we might as well get a bit of cash back. And we can swap it over then, so this becomes a sanitation building instead. We spend some money as well at Vega in order to build up to Colonia. Food situation is fine, but we need to make sure we have an army nearby. So where are my armies? Okay, we're going 2 over here. That's going to take ages to get over to here though. We do have this one down here. It's only a small one though. Right, okay, what we can do is this. If we put these guys into force march, we can tell them to march towards Vagar. We can get there for in 2 turns. thing. If a rebellion forms up then at Ganziger, Ganziger is being upgraded to a tier 2, so we do have a few units available there at least to be able to do some damage against any attacks. So we'll just leave that for now and we'll see how it goes. Culture. It's better for me to keep the old one, so we'll do that. Okay, my priest. To be honest, I don't. You're on your way marching up here. That's fine. I would rather. Yeah, let's move you up towards. Let's not just take it here. Let's take it all the way up here. Because I am going to be taking this region for myself, so I want to make sure we're in a good position for that. The annoying thing is we're going to be taking attrition the whole time because of the fact that it snows up here because of the weather. And it's going to get worse in 2 years when Attila comes. Okay, what we're going to do, can we make it in one turn to here? No we cannot. What we'll do then, we'll march them to here. Let's do a little bit more. They're going to take attrition anyway, so I might as well just do this. So next turn they can attack Mortimer. Because yeah, what we can do, what the plan is, I'm going to take Mortimer and Karaskos from the Sclavanians thing. I don't mind about Silius, they can keep that, but I'm taking these two regions so we can capture most of the province. Their settlement down here at Galonis, I'm going to raise this to the ground and allow the Gretaungians to take it for themselves. I don't particularly want a minor settlement, so we have got forces marching in slowly towards it. Will you be able to make it in one turn? No. I can just about make out that red line that starts about from this point. So yeah, we can't make it there in one turn. What we can do is we can move our troops a little bit closer anyway. We're taking attrition the whole time, I know, it's annoying, but we'll do that, fortify them so they'll be ready then. Okay. My Emperor, we will... Let's see, where is Karaskos? Karaskos is here, I think. Let's double check. Yes, it's here, so it's not in an ideal position for my general to try and... my Emperor to try and march along there anyway. But... let's see, that's been desolate. Hunger's already taken that. Yeah, but it should be okay. What we can start doing then... they actually own this region here as well. But who's got the rest of it? The Antians, Saxons have taken Bells, and Leopolis. Where's this one? That's right here. Okay, Bells is there. Leopolis is there. Okay, so what I can actually do, I can actually get them to continue marching. I'll get my Emperor, where is he? The Emperor can continue marching his forces along towards Leopolis. Not sure how many turns it's going to take and what route is he going to take. He's coming along here. I'll tell you what, let's force march him a little bit more quickly. There we go, he'll take replenishment throughout the way as well, thanks to the fact that we're allied with there. And next turn we'll be able to take out the Sclavanians' main territories at least. Okay. Now they've got some more cash as well, let's continue spending it. Right. Here's fine, I can't upgrade the settlements anymore. The farming towns have been sorted. Let's build up the aqueducts. We can't upgrade the cathedral anymore either. But let me see, we've got cavalry stables here now. We've got the skirmishing range being built up in Macedonia, and we've got the carpenter now, so we can actually get access to whatchamacallit, we can get access to onagers now as well. We can eventually upgrade it as well to weapon manufactories, so we can get the large onagers. That would be fantastic. We'll develop that. Food is still average, but we're going to have to be prepared that we could be facing food shortages. Oh no, we've got fishing jetties. We'll be fine for food. What does this do as well? Increases hull strength. I could build a military jetty here, just so we can get a bit of thing as well. Alright, religious... let's see. Religious influence improves, or 600 from industry. We haven't got that much in the way of cultural buildings though, so Tell you what, let's upgrade this. Extra growth, public order. Let's go for public order. We'll upgrade that as well. No, let's just make this food. Okay. At Serdica now we should be having... Is it Serdica? Let's build that. Simeon, here we go. We've got access now to the infantry barracks, so between this sort of Greece, we're able to build up armies here, and we can build them back here then as well in the Asia Minor. So in fact we've got a full army here ready to go. I'm going to move these guys, I'm actually going to move these guys back. I'm going to use them so we can actually see about dealing with... No, we've got the rebellion taking place down here, but otherwise we are okay. Now let's move you guys up here so we can see about doing something with Italy maybe, or even attacking the Antian territories straight from here. Yeah, let's do that. It'll take a couple of turns, but we're going to get there surprisingly quickly considering. Likewise, this army is now at full strength, so we can... Let's move you guys down to... Where am I going to move you guys? We haven't got any enemies in our own territories at the moment. Here we are. Like, these are pretty decent armies, so I don't particularly want to try and... Egyptus, how are you doing? -4 public order, as to be expected. Let's get Colonia here. We've got access to sanitation here. Get some local industry, get a little bit of extra cash. Yeah, but what am I going to do with this next army? We could use it... I'm going to move the army up here so we can sort of have something near our northern border here. I think that would do quite nicely. I think that's everything then. Right. Oh yeah, how's our territory doing down here? Okay, the buildings have been repaired at least. We can start building the church next turn and build up the capital buildings so we get public order. We do have the rebellion taking place here as well, and we've got a full horde of Jutes nearby. That could be worrying. We'll see how it goes. My priest, what are we going to do with you? Let's compromise security, why not? Okay, we've got +2 public order going on here. Why is that? Still down to instability and religious differences in the area, but we've got churches and all that. We should be fine. Could change that as well to get more money. Something to bear in mind. Okay, we're actually coming up near the end of the episode. I've spent this is the thing about doing the battles, in my experience, is the fact that you end up spending half the episode, like in my case at least, fighting the battle. So by the time you get around then, just like, oh great, I've got 1 or 2 turns. I've always wondered how the other YouTubers, like, I have seen some of them that basically feel they have to have a battle every episode, which makes me think, man, well, how you've managed to fit everything in one episode, when you've managed to get a couple of turns in and fight battles and stuff like that. It's not like they show off just the highlights either, they show off the actual battles itself. Something to think about. It's nice to see the Western Romans are still hanging on in there. They're not doing too well, but they're hanging on in there nevertheless.
Are ye honest warriors who will come to Brother West Ailis?
I'm trying to avoid fighting the Huns as long as I can, basically. I know in 2 years' time, so another 7 turns roughly from now, we're going to be having to deal with the Huns because Attila would have been born, and basically we're going to have to deal with all those super stacks. It's one of the reasons why I'm actually... You bastards! The Afgrids had that one last army that was taking attrition, and they've just gone and colonized the desolate region that used to belong to them. Those bastards! Right. Okay, Caesarea, you're going to lose this. There's no way we can manage this. Okay, we'll just hold a resolve. Okay, we've lost this area, but that's okay. I want to try and make sure now that we can get the Sahara under control and be able to go from there. So we'll deal with that. Agar, consumption. Despite the sanitation being reasonably high in most places, I'm still taking sanitation problems. It's annoying. Okay. Let's get some more fields going. Might as well take advantage of the Marib Dam in order to get lots and lots of money from here, thanks to the bonuses we get from the fertility and the 30% extra. So might as well do that. Okay, so rebellion. We had a rebellion now taking place around here. Where is it taking place? At Ganziger, of course. It can't just be right by the easiest, most convenient spot for me. It has to be all the way over here. That's okay. We can get there next turn. I'm just going to quickly finish off one or two pieces here, and then we'll end the episode. Starting off with this. Now the thing is, do I go back? I want to go back and wipe these out because they have annoyed me now. The fact that they've gone there, but they do have armies heading up towards them, so we can actually... Let's do this. Set a war target. We're going to kill everyone to go and get them. Okay. Marma, let's just go to... I'm just going to attack these, and then we'll be finished and then for the bit. Okay. Balanced. Could have gone protective. I might have saved a few men that way. Well, we haven't lost any units. That's something, at least. I'm just going to go ahead and occupy it. Okay, let's repair, and repair, and then eventually we can convert these over. Okay, and yourself. That's it, attack. Yeah, let's continue to go in balanced. Sack.
At your command.
And then let's raise it. That's the spirit. Okay guys, I'm going to end the episode here, otherwise I'm going to be going on and on and on. So, I hope you enjoyed the episode. We managed to include a very successful siege defense despite being outnumbered, and we've now brought the war to the Sclavanians. They've only got now their capital here at Karaskos, which one of my armies should be able to march up there reasonably quickly. It's a shame that I'm taking casualties because... Oh, I've taken casualties and I do need to replenish these a bit. I could also move these down as well. It'll take a couple of turns to get to Karaskos, either way I look at it. We've got the Emperor as well. He's going to be marching... I have had him marching towards... not Petrodava. Where is it? Leopolis. But then the thing is, I might as well just keep it where it is and just... So I'm going to march him up towards Karaskos. It will get there within a couple of turns then. Only be in a position into actually about 4 turns, just about the same time as the others, and he's got a full stack ready to take them out. So anyway guys, I will end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you next time. Take care now.